All right, another fan favorite, tips and tricks. Here we go. Spent a little time with a grower over in Arkansas, Jonathan Corbell. Spent some time with him. I loved his organization and his thought processes on how to be ready for maintenance issues that pop up. So I want to go through a few of these things that I saw and just thoroughly enjoyed. So one of my favorite things was he has a tray, and it's basically like a little cleaning tray, a little cleaning solutions or, people use to carry all their little things around. But he has one for each little job task that he's about to go off on. Like during the winter, he takes his tray and fills it up with flame probe sensors and maybe even the igniters and some things like that that he's going to need when you're going around servicing these things. Maybe it's vent doors, vent baffles, vent doors day, and he's got a tray that's just for that. We're going in, we're going to deal with that. So within that, and I think we're going to pop a picture up here, we've got the roll of the string and the pulleys that are going to be working that baffle and those vent doors so that you can, he's got everything right then and there. You're not taking a hike down there, but that's the tray that we're taking. Now, for the summer, it's a little more intense, and he's got quite a few things in there. But in that summer tray, we've got half-inch socket, half-inch wrench, some needle nose pliers, and a nut driver. You've also got bolts and nuts that are very common. Sometimes they'll break off of those brackets that are holding the motor on. So what are the common bolts? What are the nuts that are in there? The pulleys that go on there, an Allen key, and that's probably one of my favorite tools is that Allen key. Well, I think you know why. But anyway, the Allen key, the Allen wrench is going to deal with that key for setting that pulley on there. But keeping the pulleys in there, keeping your belts. You may need a cord. Maybe something got on those cords and you got to do that. So go ahead and make up a few of those cords, those electrical cords, so you can just swap them out when you're right there. You got them in the case. You're ready to go. And that's the summer. That's the fans, motors, pulleys, feed motors. That's the tray for that. I think in the wintertime he has tray. He's got the igniters, the flame probe sensors, these things. He's got a separate one also for vent doors. So your baffles and your vent doors. He's got the pulleys in there, a roll of string where you're going to tie that to there. Got the drill in there. You may need to run that line up, the tabs to tighten those strings out. All sorts of things that deal with that particular service that you carry with you. So those are things. The next things, one thing I loved about what he does is in well house, he has shelves, bottom to top, full of these bolt bins where he's got all his PVC fittings from 1/2 inch to 2 inch. Got 90s, got T's, you got all these different things for PVC that's backed up so that you're not going, oh man, I'm out of this, I gotta run to the store to get that. But the more common bolts, the more common nuts, these are all things that you're not gonna have to go find somewhere, but chances are, and I guess this is my point on this from what I saw, you all probably have all those things, but keeping them organized, keeping them in a set space where it's like walking into Lowe's, man. I know that if I go down this aisle, that's going to be there, that's going to be there. If I have to tell my son, hey, if you'll go down aisle 9, halfway down, you'll see the PVC 1/2 inch. It's the same way. If you've got a set place where you can go to get these things, then you can tell your maintenance guy, look, hey, you need to go look. I'm telling you, it's there. So having it organized, having everything in its place, and having these things backed up, ready to be used, ready to take care of those things. And along that lines, talking about having things ready for maintenance, another practice that he did was having spare motors and having spare big items. And there's pumps, feed motors, these kind of things, these bigger items that we kind of go, well, you know what, those are pricey, I gotta come. Look, you can go to a poultry supply place and sometimes they'll have customer appreciation days. In fact, this guy was telling me how the Georgia poultry store that he goes to actually was running like 25% off of motors. So he went ahead and bought like 4 motors and ended up, when you do that, it's like getting one free. So you can save some money. That's what this is all about, saving money. But it's also saving money in this respect. Probably in a year or two, some of these things are going to go a little bit higher too. Money is the main thing, but here is to me probably the biggest thing I would think, the savings on time. Because these things do not happen on a Monday or Tuesday morning about 9 o'clock when the store's just open and all these things. I mean, if you've got kids, they don't get sick during the week. They get sick on Friday night, Saturday afternoon, the doctor's not in, it's on the holidays. That's just how things go. And so it's nice to have them there, but it is also essential because time is of essence. Because if you've got a fan motor goes down and you're in the middle of the summer, let's just hope they got the motor in, and let's hope that you can get down there and get back before you lose too many birds. So a real strong importance. I know that everyone knows that, but again, these videos are more like to remind you what you already know. And if you'll keep those things in hand, bam, I'm ready to go with a motor. I'll go buy the replacement tomorrow, but you're not going to replace it and hope your birds survive till tomorrow. So keep those things backed up, ready to go. Those are some great maintenance practice. And I thank Jonathan for showing those to me and sharing them with me and allowing me to share with you all some of those things. So I hope those things help you maybe stay ahead and make your life a little easier and maybe make a little more money too. So I hope those are a help. Honestly, if you have any tips like that for me, please let me know. Give me an email. I love to share these things because I'm at poultry shows, I'm with people in different places, and they go, man, I love the tips and tricks. Do you remember the one where you did the, and I remember them. So people love them. If you've got some tips and tricks, hit me with them. 1-800-608-3755 or Alan at southlandorganics.com. So until next time.